Hello, good day. Welcome to my channel, Nena O'Clock. I am your host, Nena Otabo. Today we'll be dealing on a very crucial topic, which is financial literacy. Financial literacy is the possession of set skills and knowledge that allows an individual to make informed decision with regards to all of their financial resources. You know, the benefit of financial literacy is that it empowers you to make smart decisions when it comes to your finances. So under this topic, we'll be just treating a smaller aspect. We will not be going too broad. We'll be looking at money management. Money management in its simplest form is the way you plan for your money to work better for you. And when we talk of this plan involves saving, how you can better save, how you can better budget, how you can reduce costs, and also how you can invest properly to make your money work for you. Before I go ahead, I want to talk about the different streams of income. The first one is your earned income. Earned income has to do with maybe jobs that you do and they pay you at the end of the day, weekly or monthly. Those of us who do 9 to 5, what you earn is earned income. Then you have business income. For those of us who are business people, when you do business, the money you get from that is business income. Then you have interest income. There are this set of people who loan their money to people and they pay them interest on that money. That interest they get from, or the money they get from whatever they loan out to people, is what we call interest income. Then you have dividend income, for those of us who also buy shares of companies by the time they pay dividends. So the money you get from when you buy shares from companies is what we call dividend income. Okay, next we're going to be looking at tips on how best to manage our money. The first one is you need to set up the right account. This is very necessary so that you separate your spending cash from your long-term savings. You can even open savings account for both, where you keep one account so that your day-to-day spending, your monthly spending, you can take it from the first account. Then the second account, you can leave your long-term savings, so that, because by the time you put the two of them together, you might not even know when you overspend. So it is always very necessary to separate your spending cash from your long-term savings. So the first thing is set up the right bank account. Then the next is take stock of your current financial situation. You need to be in the know. Where am I currently financially? You need to know if there are debts to be paid. You need to know if there are a lot of expenses that are cutting deep into your monthly or maybe daily or maybe weekly money that you get from anything that you do. So you need to know where you are, know the steps you need to take to, if you're in a financial crisis, how to get out. If you're not in a financial crisis, you need to know where you are so that you better plan yourself for the future. Then when you have known, it's best you write everything down, because once it's written down, you can never forget. Write it down so that you can better plan yourself. Then the next is you need to make a plan for your money. This is basically, you need to budget. You need to know how much comes in, how much goes out over any period of time. You know, mostly for those of us who go to the market, if you go without a list, you don't write down what you go to do or whatever it is you want to buy, you end up buying things that are not even necessary, things that you might not even need. So it is best you make a plan. Make a plan. And there's a quadrant that I use. Just divide it into 4, like a rectangle. Divide it into 4 quadrants. The first, I say the things that are urgent and are important. Those things that are very urgent and are very important, divide them as in to know the things that you're supposed to do with your cash, things you're supposed to do with your money. Those ones that are very urgent, they are very urgent, they are very important. What do I do to those needs? I do them. You do them immediately. Then you have needs that are urgent but not important. They are urgent, not important. What do you do to these ones? You can do them later. they are still urgent but not important. You can do them later. Then you have needs that are important but not urgent. You can do that one. You can plan, just plan to do them, and as you plan to do them, you also do it later. Then you have the ones that are not urgent and they are not important. You eliminate them from, because those ones, they are not urgent, they are not important, they don't really add to your life goals, whether you do them or not. You're where you are. So what do? You eliminate them. So you better make plans for your money. Then the next is you set the right financial goal. Know what you want to do in life and set goals to match what you want to do. No set goal is wrong. Not in this aspect, nothing is right or wrong. All you have to do is it has to align with your financial goals. So as a person, set your financial goals. When you set your financial goals, you now know, okay, this is what I need to align more time to, or this is what I need to put more money to. So the next, after setting the right financial goal, the next thing you need to do is to check in with your finances regularly. Very, very important. It's of no use planning and you just go ahead on a spending spree. It doesn't make sense. So you need to check in. You can do it daily or weekly. Don't give long gaps, so that if there are adjustments to be made, because you might make a plan this week and in next week that plan might not be feasible again. So you need to check it either daily or weekly, so that if there are adjustments to be made, you can make those adjustments and continue. Then the next is very, very important. Cut down on your expenses. The best way to even save on what comes in, because most times we do not have a check on what comes in. What comes in, month out, is the same. So how do you even go about increasing what you save? Is by reducing what you spend. Cut down on your expenses. Any expenses you see that you can do without in a month, you can cut down on it. You must not do everything. You must not wear everything that is in vogue. You must not try to meet up. You must not just live, even living within your means. Live below your means. That's the best thing now. Try to live below your means, because most times when you tell people to live within their means, they end up spending all they have acquired over the short period of time they are trying to, study. So the best thing is for you to cut down on your expenses. Those expenses you feel are not necessary, you don't need them. Know the difference between your needs and your wants. Meet your needs, allow your wants to go. If you have maybe extras to cater for the wants, then you can go ahead. But if you don't, cater for your needs and move ahead with your life. The next tip to managing your money is to set the right financial goal. Here, no answer is right or wrong. You are the only one who knows where you want to be financially. So in accordance to where you want to be, you can set goals and make them align with where you want to be. So if you want to do anything, you have to factor in where money comes in, factor in where you need to stop spending. So like I said, there is no right or wrong answer. You are the one to set the financial goal, and you're also the one who is putting the resources to know where I need to put in resources and where I need to stop putting in resources. Okay, the next tip to manage your money is to take a look at your income. Although this is very obvious, most times when you plan, you actually look at your income to plan. So I want to give you a tip. When you want to plan with your income, actually plan with 20% of your income. That way, if you get to spend more than that, you like spending maybe 40 to 50% while you have the rest saved. Just cut down, like I said before this point. Once you cut down on expenses, you can better look at your income and decide to manage and also do other things. The next is to create a plan to pay off debt. Debt is actually a very dangerous financial burden, a very huge financial burden. So if you are in debt, this applies to people who are in debt. I'm not talking about those who are planning to be in debt. If you are not in debt, glory to God, good for you. But if you are in debt, plan to pay down on your debt. Either monthly, just pay down or completely pay off your debt. You know, most times when you owe people, it affects your current income and also affects your savings. So most times when you are owing and you're working, it's like you're not working for yourself, you are working to pay off people. So if you are owing people, just map out plans on how to pay down your debt, so that by the time you have paid off your debt, you can actually continue managing your finances better. Then the next is, for those of us who are in the clean, we don't have debt to pay on, build an emergency fund. This is very, very necessary. You know, with where we are in Nigeria and life can just throw an emergency your way, and most times when you don't have fund to cater for this, you are thinking of the emergency, you are also thinking of the financial burden. But when we actually save and map up a financial fund, an emergency fund rather, what it does is when the emergency comes, you know the financial aspect of it is already taken care of. You now concentrate on the emergency. So build an emergency fund. Just think of, maybe take out 5-10% of whatever you earn and continuously build your emergency fund. It will go a long way to help you. The next is you start investing. Nowadays there are so many investment platforms you can actually get involved in. So look out for where to, if it's in, what is it called, in insurance, you can invest in insurance. If it is like life insurance, you can do that. If it is in building of houses, buying of lands, there are a lot of things you can do with your money. There are a lot of investment platforms you can actually go into. But just make sure any investment you decide to do, understand what the investment entails, understand how long you are supposed to invest, and understand your returns as well, so that at least you know you are getting the best out of whatever you are investing. Then the next is find your reason. Know why you even want to manage money better, because most people just know that they just want to have plenty money. Why do you want to have plenty money? If you find your reason for wanting to manage your money better, I think the management aspect of it comes easily. You know why you want to manage your money better. You know why you want to be better at handling money. So it's even a step easier to helping you achieve your results. Then the next is build up knowledge on how to manage your money better. Like I said, no knowledge is a waste. You can read materials, get financial advisors, financial managers to put you through anything you don't understand about money management. You can get people, you can read, Google is like a school for everyone. You can go on Google and even type in topics and you get answers in a switch of the fingers. So you need to day in there get more knowledge. The more you know, the better it is for you to manage your finances. And when you've done all this, you give back. You can either give back the knowledge you have gotten. Like I said, no knowledge is a waste. The knowledge you've gotten, if you cannot give cash, if you cannot help out financially, you can actually, the knowledge you have, transfer to others, and they will also do better at money management. Although money cannot bring you happiness, but it can give you a sense of security when you manage your money better. So you need to make plans, not just making the plans, writing down the plans so that it will help you to manage your money better. When you want to do this, you don't need to wait till your finances they are out of control. You need to start now, start immediately to plan on how to manage your money better. Because when you actually manage your money better, it might not make life get easier, but it will give you more time to actually get a hold of life, get a hold of other things you can do with your time and make more money. Thank you for watching this episode. See you next time on 9 o'clock. From me to you, this is bye-bye.